just a very quick update. I overrun slightly last time and ended up having to make 2 videos, so I'm trying to keep this to one. Just wanted to do a quick update of where I'm at. I'm just practicing as usual. I'm down to about 40 minutes a day at the moment, just because of other commitments and things like that, but I'm still doing it. I think we're on about sort of week 10ish, so I'm somewhere around about there. Anyway, yeah, so this is where I'm up to at the moment. So I've just been practicing some drop thumb technique, which I lose a little bit when I start playing with chords, but hey, and obviously I'm with camera as well, so sometimes that throws me. So yeah, that's my drop thumb, mixed in with the bum ditty. I'm just getting used to changing the so I'm building up some speed as well. I've been practicing with a metronome. I say metronome. I've found 2 things. I use Guitar Tuner, which does the banjo thing as well, and on that they've got a metronome. Sorry, it's a bit weird when you look at the phone screen. I've also got, if I'll find it now, Drum Beats it's called. Sorry, it's in reverse on the screen there, but I use 4/4 time no beat, and I'm on about 90 BPM, and you end up with a screen. You can choose what beats you want, so it's quite easy, and you can just then end up. So it's quite handy as well, and they have various different other things on there, well worth it. So I've also been doing something a little different this week. I thought, do you know what, bugger it, I'm going to try and learn, well, it's an old tune really, but it's an Irish tune, and it's I'll Tell Me Ma. I apologise now, I've only just started learning it, just getting into it, so if I can remember it, I'll have a go. It's kind of not far off being anywhere near accurate really, but hey. So yeah, I'm still getting used to where the chords are up here. It's mainly in the C shape, with a little bit here and here. Yeah, I've just been going at that for a few days, so I'm nowhere near. I've just got the first little bit in my head. There is a nice little plinky plonky bit at the end, which it sort of ends up with a, which I really like. So I'm trying to get my head around that. and get to that bit, but I'll update that in a couple of weeks and give you an idea of where I'm at. But I just have I haven't got a tab on me either, so I'm all over the shop with it. Hang on, let me see if I can bring up my tab. So I'm hoping this is still recording, which it is. That's one verse the whole way through. I've just used that using the tab. So before I was doing it without memorising it. So that's with the tab. So yeah, and then obviously I'm still doing so that's Ball and Cabbage Down. Not quite perfect, but it's getting there, and I'm just trying to build up the speed with the chord changes to the C to the F. Still finding that these two fingers aren't wanting to do what I want them to do. That's just practice. So sometimes I just sit with my hit a couple of strings. I don't get frustrated with it. Like I say, I've been going for about 10 weeks, and what I'm getting to the point with at the moment where I like to progress quite quickly. I don't have a lot of patience for messing around, and I just want to be playing it. But I'm trying to get the music theory into practice into my head. So that's why I'm messing around, doing several different techniques and several different things, and getting a drop thumb in there. Trying to learn a bit of double thumbing as well. I've seen several different ways of teaching, which all are fantastic. I've said this before in other videos, but I like to hammer this point home, and it's mainly for myself. I'm practicing these different right hand techniques when I'm learning, because as I progress, I'm going to then have to go back on myself. I don't like going back on myself. That's a personal choice. But for me, at this moment, it doesn't make the learning any longer. It doesn't make the learning any more confusing. It actually consolidates one technique with the other technique with the other technique. I think the old time style is about being fluid, and playing what you feel. And I quite like all three different techniques. I quite like using them. Hence why I chose I'll Tell Me Ma, because it's got single notes in it. It hasn't got any hammer-ons in it, but I've been having a look at I found some tablature on Banjo Hangout, which I'm just looking at now. So the other one I do is the Red River Valley. takes me a minute to get into it when I've been working on the first string here. So working up here it feels very different. So let me just have a couple of seconds. So I do use a hammer on the C for the 4th string 2nd fret, so it's this is how I like to play it. I'm going to have a go to see how I like to play it. So it's I do this bit. I haven't played it for a few days, so it throws me off my stride a little bit, but I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to remember it. So it's you change from, which is a G, so it's into the C, and then it's 3rd string, 4th string, 3rd string. So 3rd string, ditty, so that's what I like to do with it. As I've said before, I apologise if you're watching this and think, what the hell is he talking about? This is a personal journal for me, really, something I wanted to do, and kind of share with other people, see if they get any insights from what I'm talking about, who knows. But I've also started wanting to do this as well with it. Somehow 1, 2, 3, 4 with it. I think I went so I just used 3rd string, 1st string, so it just breaks it down into single notes. So I'm trying to get my head around that, really, is the note headage, so the quarter note and the 8th note breakups, and how to put all the techniques into a continuous loop, really. So, you know, flicking from bum ditty, those sorts of things. People do it, and it sounds amazing when you throw chords in there and some slides and some hammer-ons and pull-offs. I've got my focus on where I want to be. So, so for week 10, there's a little bit of an insight of where I'm at still. I'll come back in a week or two with I'll Tell Me Ma, hopefully being able to play it semi all the way through, probably not up to full speed, but I'm going to have a go at it. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye now.